Welcome back. If you've been here before, if you're new to the joint, this is
Hashtag just saying.
And while we're prostituting ourselves, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, as the man shirt says. And hit the notification bell to let you know when we do stuff.
Yeah.
You can follow us on TikTok, and there you can get the pre-show banter as well as Trivia Tuesdays.
That's right.
To help brighten up the Tuesday. Tuesday is kind of a rough day. It can be. It can be. That's my prostitution. I was doing a subscriber push.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to see if we could get just 20. We ended up getting I think 100 or something.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, I'll applaud that, I guess.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Yeah. Sure.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess I don't have to yell at people anymore, but it would be nice if you're a lurker and you just hit the button anyway. I know.
Creeper.
I think, YouTube is doing us really, really dirty. So I think for every boost that we get is helpful.
Right.
They did us really nasty this week.
Did they?
Did they? Yes.
What'd they do, Tara?
So we had a video that had 1.2 thousand views or something.
Right.
And
100.
and it slowly, one day it was 7, then it was 9, then it was 6, then it was 2, then it was 4. I'm like, what's going on with this?
People are like, I unwatched. It's like, really? 400 people unwatched?
I didn't think you could unring the bell, honestly. But
once you're dead, you're dead. I'm going to shoot you again.
Yeah, I'll bring you back to shoot you again.
Death and deja vu.
Yeah, so how is everyone?
I'm good.
Down the line. Yeah? You unpacked yet, Sean?
Oh no.
No.
Did you go to the new place?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, you gotta come last.
There was less boxes this week than there was last week.
And maybe less next week.
Perhaps.
No, I still got more in the storage unit. I'm bringing little by little home.
Oh, you bring in the storage unit stuff too.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Nobody's got the space for it.
Understood.
You gotta find the space.
Save some money.
Jay, because Jay is going crazy because he's got 2 storage things, one for his car, and then one for the crap that was in his office.
I got 2.
And that's my door. And yeah,
I'll take it, Russ.
I'm gonna mute that. So
Too soon.
You know what? A lot of people have the Ring doorbell, and I like that chime because everybody usually uses the default ring, which is kind of like this, you'd know it if you heard it, and that's how I can distinguish my between other people's.
You're in a group setting, that's me.
My previous doctor that I had that, and I was in his office one day, and we had the exact same chime.
What are the odds?
And I had to look at my phone when I heard it. And he goes, I think that one's coming from my pocket. And I was like, oh, okay.
You didn't have a pager?
No, and it was for his Carolina property. He's like, oh, it's my Carolina. But I'm like, oh, that's what my money's going to, huh? I was like, I'm helping you. I'm helping you pay for it. I should get to visit.
That's right.
Just saying. Jeez.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What was I saying anyway? How'd I get on that?
Doctor.
How'd I get on that at all?
Because he had the same ringtone as you.
No, prior to that. Why was he... I don't know.
Your ringtone went
I was
on.
talking about the storage unit thing. Storage unit thing.
Yeah. Jay's got 2 storage units.
He's got the 2 storage. One for the car, one for the... I don't have one either.
I don't need it.
I just assume throw shit away than have to have a storage unit.
The thing I have is the virus in my truck.
And I've been trying to tell Jay to clean it out.
Yeah.
And he...
And do what with it?
I mean, a lot of that shit he doesn't need.
Okay.
I'm like, you could easily throw away half that crap and then
Sell it.
put the last of it in the basement.
And those storage wars, they're like, we got a jackpot here.
That's where you're lucky. You got the basement.
Yeah.
You can just bring it here and put it down there. I don't have a basement. I can do that.
But he won't, because to do that he'd have to thin out the herd, and he doesn't want to do that.
Well, I would, because I gotta get rid of that second one. They're kicking my rates up next month.
Well, yeah,
No.
and he complains about the cost, and he's like, "Oh, it cost me this much money." So he, at one point, he was looking into doing some sort of storage thing in the backyard, and
Like
then,
the pods?
huh?
The pod thing?
I don't know, like maybe like a pod thing, or I don't know what he was looking at, what his train of thought on that was. And his thing was that, ultimately when Nikki moves out and he can move his stuff back in, and then he's like, then we'll have. But my thing was that I don't need another thing for him to fill up. I said that's great.
Stop it before it starts.
Yeah, I said that's great.
You're an enabler.
When Nikki ultimately moves out, and then he's like, oh, well, now I can move all that stuff into the house. Oh, and now I have a new space I can fill with shit. And it's like, nope. I was nervous because he he has to clean out his uncle's house. Excuse me. Jesus, what happened?
Take a drink.
It's because I'm talking about his hoarding. My throat's closing.
Oh, shit. Easy, Sean, easy.
You're like, no, stop talking about it. I'm itchy.
Oh.
So I was nervous because he had to clean out his uncle's house, which was his grandparents' house. So there's 90 years worth of shit in that house.
Seekonk.
And Seekonk.
Yeah.
And
How was that trip?
that was okay.
Yeah.
The storage. I don't know if I talked about this last week, but the we call one of those junk people.
Mhm.
The 800
Got
junk.
junk.
Yeah, the junk removal. And they quoted between like $3,000 and $6,000
Damn.
because it was going to take like between 4 and 6 trucks
Damn.
to get rid of all that shit.
Each truck's $1,000?
I guess. And they were going to bring like 8 dudes and
Failers.
bros. They were going to be 8 bros.
Failures.
And he goes, we'll have this place cleaned out in 2 hours. And I was like, well, that's great because
For $6,000.
Yeah. I was like, well, that's great. So he said, well, we're going to have to think about it.
That's a lot of money.
Because it is a lot of money. And,
You can buy a car for that much.
well, I mean, yeah. And then as soon as the guys left, they were calling. Like the home office of the junk thing was calling, and they were like, so did you get your quote? And da-da-da. And Jay's like, yep. And he goes, okay, so when would you like to book? And he's like,
They just left.
they're
I
not
can
even down
see
the
them.
street yet.
And still smell the exhaust.
And they proceeded to call 3 more times. And
Are we eager?
and they've emailed twice. Well, yeah, because they want that money. Right?
Yeah, they're like, I recently did something. I looked up a price for like transporting a car from another state to here.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted a price, and then like I got text messages. When do you want to book? When do you want to do this? Did you find somewhere else? Well, I'm like, I'm just getting a price, man. I don't know.
I mean, I understand the
Eagerness.
eagerness. I mean,
We need your money.
Yeah, I mean, you want to make your sale, but I mean, like, there's a limit
Right.
of like harassment.
Yeah.
And so it ended up a guy that he works with used to work in real estate among many other things he used to do.
Oh.
And
He dabbled in-
he dabbled in quite a bit. And so he knew somebody who did junk removal stuff. So Jay met the guy earlier this week, and that guy quoted him like $3,000
Total.
to
nice.
get rid of everything. And he goes, it's probably going to take me 2 days. He goes, but you don't need to be here for it.
Sweet.
And to my delight,
Delight.
absolute delight, there's really nothing that Jay wants from the house. Because I have, when his mother passed away, I have half of her house in my basement.
Damn.
And I
Only
was,
half?
yeah.
Where's the other half?
The other half had to be thrown away.
Those are the storage unit.
Because he got the hoarding from somewhere.
Passed down from generation to
Yeah.
generation.
Yeah, oh yeah. And I was like, oh, goody.
You ever watch that show?
What, Hoarders?
Hoarders, yeah.
I dated Jay. I lived it. I'm not joking. I could show you, because I have pictures of what his mother's house looked like after she passed away, before we had to move everything out. Wow. And it was awful.
Damn. Little pathways.
And yes, it was that. And she hoarded pets as well. She had about 10 to 15 birds. Yeah.
Wow.
Like cockatiels, those white.
They talked to you?
But no, well, they whistled at you, which is kind of concerning because they'd be like, woohoo! Woohoo! But yeah, so I had to rehome the birds. We had to find homes for the birds. One.
Nature.
Well, I hate to say it, but we had moved some of the cages outside, and one of his friends came to help clear the house, and they brought their dog, and the dog ran over to the cage and bumped the cage, and the cage opened up, and the bird got scared and flew away.
Oh, no.
And I was like, ooh, I hope he has good survival instincts. Otherwise,
If I want food, I just got to whistle.
Yeah, I mean, boy, that whistling thing ain't working out for me lately. I don't know what's happening.
A coyote comes up. Oh, shit.
In my head, I'm hoping like he just landed on somebody's porch and somebody took him in. But we had to rehome like a bunch of birds. Yeah, that was a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Ugh. But anyway, so I was happy he didn't really want anything from the house.
Okay.
Good.
Because.
Now, is there anything in the house that's worth selling and make some money off of it?
Well, here's the thing. After the junk removal guys left, we had to wait. We didn't have to wait very long because he had to do a Title V inspection for the septic.
Yeah.
So the Title V guy comes.
All right.
And he's a very strange person.
How so?
I say this because like they were outside and they were dealing with the septic, and there's two septic. One is like the regular one, and another is overflow, and they were doing all that stuff. And then I heard the guy be like, "Hey, this is a beautiful house." It isn't.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, it's a beautiful house," and he goes,
He's
"Can
being
I?"
nice.
It's an old house.
Right.
I think it is.
It's an old house.
Vintage.
The house was
How old is old?
when the house was originally built, there was a bathroom outside.
Oh.
Outhouse.
That kind of old. Yeah, outhouse.
Damn.
That kind of old.
1600s, 1800s.
I'd say
It's just a hole.
I'd say very early 1900s.
Damn.
Yeah. Although he could probably tell you better than me.
Yeah.
But so he goes, "Can I see the inside?" And Jay's like, "Sure, come on in." So, and I'm just like sitting, and it's freezing in the house, by the way. And I'm just, because the heat wasn't on. So I'm just sitting there freezing my ass off.
Damn.
So the two of them come in, and he's giving the guy a tour around the house. And knowing what I know about Jay and everything that I've just told you, it really didn't help me that the septic guy was walking around going, "Oh, wow, this is probably an antique. You probably get good money for that." And I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, Paul."
Damn it. Wow.
"What are you doing to me, bro?" And I'm trying to do the, no. That's not working. He doesn't.
Ixnay on that.
He doesn't care what hand signals I'm sending to him. So he's saying all this stuff, and then they went upstairs, and I didn't bother to go upstairs because the stairs are kind of, they're angled. So they can feel really steep as you go up. So I was like, and I've been up there, and that's where most of the mess is because I cleaned downstairs. So I was like, I'm not going upstairs. That's where all the big mess is.
Right.
So they went upstairs, and I heard him da 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 da, and then they came down, and he's, "Oh, the house is lovely, and oh, this is a really nice old house," and I'm like, "No, it's not, Paul." And Jay's
inspection done. Leave.
Yeah, and then Jay's like, "Well, he's saying that we could probably get some money for that stuff," and da da da, and I'm like,
The sigh.
Because you know what? You can only sell something if you have somebody to buy it.
Right.
And I was like, I don't know that anybody would want to buy this stuff. And I was like,
Paul.
well, you know what? And Paul was sitting there saying,
Let's sell Paul.
Paul was sitting there and he goes, well, and this is why I called him odd or weird. I don't know what I called him.
Okay.
Strange. I might have called him
Weird
strange.
Paul. Said,
So Paul is sitting there and he proceeds to tell us
Yeah.
his life
Story.
not his life story, but he was saying like, I'm building an in-law apartment on my house for me to live in. And I said, why are you living in an in-law in your own house? And he goes, well, I can't really afford my house, so
You can
I have
afford to build something?
Yeah, and he goes, so I'm going to live in the in-law and rent out the rest of the house so that I can afford to live in my house. And I was like, why don't you just sell your house and move someplace that
You can afford.
you can afford?
Right.
And he's like, oh, and it was just very strange the way he was talking. It was like, are you, where are we going with this? Are you asking, are you about to like, hey, I'll live here rent free if I can fix your septic for you? Like, I don't know where this is going.
We got a deal.
I'm not making any deals. Fix the damn thing and get out of here. Get out of
Right.
town.
Man, where does Paul live?
I don't know. I think he lives in, what's that town? It's
I have no
past
idea.
Taunton.
Raynham?
Not Raynham.
Oh, Dighton.
Past Dighton.
Swansea?
It also begins with an R.
Oh, Rehoboth.
Rehoboth, that's it. Rehoboth.
Seekonk.
Seekonk. And so anyway, it was just very strange. I'm like, I don't like where this conversation's going, Paul. I don't like it at all.
Now, how much is it going to cost to fix a septic? Or he's just inspecting it?
He said that one of the septics would pass and one of them would fail. So you have to fix one of them or something.
Right.
To file the paperwork is going to be about $300, I think.
Damn.
That's just doing like paperwork and shit. And I don't know the number to fix the septic. Usually you're talking like in the thousands of dollars.
Right.
So I don't know how that's going to play out. But we were driving back home. Now, when he was done doing his little spiel and talking about all the antiques, I actually went to my car because I was cold. I'm like, so they came outside and I kind of put the window down because I didn't want the guy to think that fuck you. I didn't want the guy to think that I'm like being rude and making a
Right.
statement. So I put the window down and I was like, sorry,
I'm on strike.
I was like, sorry, I came out here actually to get it warm because it's cold in there. And he goes, oh.
And to get away from you.
Yeah, again, because you're strange. And he was like, oh, okay. And then he goes, well, this is nice. This is a nice car. And I said, yeah, I know. And he goes, what do you do with all these lights? And I said, turn them on.
See?
And he goes, it's a lot of lights. And I said, nah,
Just like a guy in the
not.
drive-thru. What are those for?
it's nothing. It's nothing. I said, wait, and put in more.
Yeah.
I would love to. I wanted to have lights on the back of the
Roof rack.
the rack, the
Yeah.
roof rack. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have nowhere to tie that into. I'd have to go into the very back of the vehicle and tie into the power for one of the
Taillights.
lights and stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, you're getting too messy. And if I run it to the front, then I'm gonna have a wire going all the way to the front. I'm not going.
Get some solar lights.
What I need is something solar that will just come on. But anyway, that's enough. Oh, I'm doing
Oh.
Flanders fell.
Mad.
He's like, Jesus, enough with the lights. I'm doing footwell lights.
Oh, nice.
That's my project this weekend because when we rented a car in the UK, that car had footwell lights.
Mm-hmm.
It was really nice. And I was looking at Jay and I'm like, I like the footwell lights. And he goes,
You thinking what I'm thinking?
yeah. And he looks at me and he goes, you're going to make me install footwell lights in your
What
car, aren't
colors?
you?
Or just like you're gonna any color you want.
It's any color I choose.
Oh, nice.
You can pick, and there's an app, so I don't. Here's the thing. I actually went to go install them the other day because Jay was working and I had nothing to do after work.
Nice.
So I went out to the car and
It was still light out.
well, barely, but I don't need to see because I have an interior light. So I went out and I was looking at the lights, and it's powered by the cigarette light adapter,
Okay.
which in my car is currently occupied by my dash cam.
All right.
But I have one in the armrest. So I open up the armrest and I have this tray. So I remove the tray and I open up the thing and I plug the cigarette lighter in, which I had to jam in because I've never even used it before. It was like, no, don't use me. So I had to jam it in.
I'm still new.
Yeah. And I got it working and I was like, oh, okay. But when then I went to put the tray back in, it wouldn't go back in because something was plugged in the cigarette lighter. So now it's like, it's offset. So while I was in the car, I texted Jay because he was at work, and I said, hey, quick question. And he goes, yeah? And I said, I'm in my car, and I told him what I was doing, and I said, is there a way that we can run power indefinitely to the footwell lights just through the fuse box? And he goes, yes. And I said, perfect. And he goes, but I have to do something I don't want to do. And I said, that's a bit ominous. What's that? And Jay does not, he works with electronics all day. And he goes, I don't like cutting cords to products, to things. He goes, to do this, we're going to have to cut the cord, the end of it, where the cigarette lighter is, and attach it to like a fuse thing with a little pigtail, and then you plug it in. And he goes, it's not a big deal. I just, it will kill me to cut the cord. And I said, well, you know what? I was like, your wife wants footwell lights.
You can just get like an adapter that you plug into your cigarette lighter, and it has two. One for your webcam.
Well, I can't
dash
really.
cam, one for your phone.
That becomes
Like a T.
that becomes problematic, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because in where that cigarette lighter is, right, next to that is a USB, and that USB is occupied by something already.
Okay.
So if I get one of those adapter things, it will probably need a little bit of room.
Oh, okay.
So I'll have to unplug what is occupied, which is basically just a light. It's an ambient light, but I like it. So I'd be kind of pissed to have to unplug the ambient light, and
You're very picky.
you know what, I am.
It's okay.
I am. It's a wonder I get anything done.
You should have said to him,
I could probably find
you
something
kill the cord, or I'm going to kill you.
No, it's not that. I mean, and he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. I have all the stuff to
Of
do
course he
it.
is. He loves you.
Well, and he has been like,
happy wife, happy life.
well, yeah, but I mean, he likes what I've been doing to the car too. He's like, the car looks really cool, and I'm like, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And
Still say you need a Knight Rider thing in the front.
you know what? You can get a very, very thin, I don't know what you'd call it, like micro, and it goes in that gap between where the hood ends,
The grill.
and the body is, and you can put that in there, and you can make it strobe and stuff.
Like a strip.
You should do
Yeah,
that.
I am Jay. Right now I have everything rigged to one switch, so all my lights go on with one switch,
Nice.
and that and to do that, under the hood there's a relay, and that relay is dealing with
A lot.
all those lights. And Jay goes, if you get one more thing, you're going to have to set up a whole new relay, and we're going to have to run a whole new switch. Now,
So I was like, no.
well, I really wouldn't care, except that to get that switch, we had to go through the firewall.
Right.
And that was an absolute nightmare because there's a lot of wires that go through your firewall.
Yeah. Grommets and shit.
Yeah, so it's a very, very tightly packed thing, and to try to get a pretty good gauge wire, pretty good thick wire through, was a huge pain in the ass.
Damn.
So I said, "There's no way I want to do that again," because we were thinking about. I was thinking about it when I went to do the light bar that's on the roof rack. I was
Right.
like, maybe I should set that up on its own thing. And then I was like, no, I really don't want to run that wire through the wall again.
I want to avoid that.
It's awful. But I mean,
predicament.
the relay, the power for the relay can't hold anymore. Jay's like, this thing is maxed.
It's going to blow.
Yeah. He's like, you're going to stop blowing
Give it all as
fuses.
a gun, Captain.
Yeah, you're going to stop blowing fuses if you try to connect one more thing. So I was like,
You don't want that.
no, I'm not dealing with that.
Radio doesn't work. Fuse blew. Damn it. I need my radio.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. I turned it off.
It does.
I turned it off.
Yeah. So what else is happening?
Let's see. Start from
I didn't even mean to talk about my
last
car.
week till to now.
Yeah.
Since Saturday. I didn't watch, but I recorded Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
Good episode, finally. Host Michael Keaton.
Yay.
Yeah,
Kidding.
he did good.
Do I get a...
He didn't do any Batman or anything, but during the monologue,
There we
they
go.
did like a Beetlejuice thing,
Oh, naturally.
and then it's a good show.
Okay.
He did good. Special guest cameo, Alec Baldwin.
Yeah. They're giving Baldwin work again?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. I thought he was kind of... I mean, I'm not a big Alec Baldwin fan, but I thought he was kind of railroaded on that thing. I mean, that was that gun thing.
Yeah.
That was a prop. The prop person. That was their problem.
That was a Brandon
Still
Lee
in court,
thing all
right?
over again.
Yeah. Exactly.
Did you watch Agatha?
I did.
What'd you think?
I did.
I did. I'm really digging this show.
It's really good.
I'm digging it, and I really didn't think I was gonna like an episode just focused on that kid,
Right.
but the way that they mapped everything out and explained everything, I was like, wow, this is really good.
Find out.
Explain.
That's right. He's the son.
Yeah, and
One of
why
the sons.
and all that. I really like the show.
Yeah.
I think they're doing a good job with it. And next week they're doing the last 2 episodes on the same day.
Oh, nice.
8 and 9 are coming out simultaneously.
I watched 7 today.
Mini binging.
It was good.
Oh yeah, you get yourself a mini binge. Have at it. I've not seen. I'll probably watch it tonight.
Nice.
I'm in the process of binging one of my old shows,
And what's that?
The Shield.
Oh, The Shield. Is that the chickless guy?
Yep. I'm already in season 2.
Wow.
Damn.
Well, that'll.
Season 2.
It's addicting.
How many seasons did they have?
7.
Oh, wow. You got a ways to go.
Yeah, just recently started, but you hit play, you watch a couple episodes, and you look at the clock. I'm like, oh shit, it's after midnight already.
Oh,
I gotta go to
Fun
bed.
and having fun.
you know that happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You sit there going, "Oh, I'll do this and this after work." I had to go in the office on Wednesday,
Boo.
and then I was thinking all day because Jay was like, that was the night that Jay was working late,
Ah.
and I was like, oh, when I get out of work, I was thinking about grabbing, stopping in the store and getting stuff to make dinner, and then I was like, oh, or do I just want to grab something?
Right.
So I decided to make dinner. By the time I got to the store, got the stuff, came home, put, what little I got away,
Right.
made dinner, and sat down, it was 7:30.
What'd you make?
Oh, just tacos.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Taco Tuesday.
It wasn't, well,
Well,
Wednesday,
sorry.
yeah.
Wednesday's Prince Spaghetti night.
Not in my house.
Here's in my house. Like clockwork. Every Wednesday, spaghetti meatballs.
Oh, boy.
Anyways,
At least you know what to expect.
I know.
You're never surprised.
Let's see. I got Tom Brady.
Oh,
is
dear.
now part owner of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Is he?
He is. It was official.
Are they going to become good?
I don't
Because
know.
they've been a shit team for years.
I don't know. We shall see.
No! God, please, no! No!
They're not.
No!
Not what he should have done was bought the Patriots.
Sure. Because they lost again.
Yeah.
They got a new guy. And he not that
Oh,
good
no,
either.
no, I can't.
They lost in like Europe.
Yeah, they did
were in, like,
against the Jaguars. Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
damn.
we sent poor England, the Patriots and the Jaguars. It's like we have to apologize to you.
What is the point on that?
Football, believe it or not, American football is. I mean, it's not the most popular sport over there, but it is
Rugby.
quite popular.
They do rugby
They do,
and soccer.
but they like watching the American games.
Look at these idiots running around,
Yeah,
smacking.
look at these bloody wankers.
Yeah, Jesus. So he's part owner. I don't know
Well,
what changes he's gonna do. I'm like,
maybe he'll make them
I-
win.
Weren't they originally in Oakland?
Oh God.
Oakland Raiders, and then
yeah.
they were the Los Angeles Raiders. Or
Yeah,
something.
Oakland, L.A., and they kind of went the back and forth.
Now they're Las Vegas. So who's LA Chargers?
Yeah, L.A. has the Chargers. Well, they also have the San Diego. Are the Chargers? Aren't there Chargers San Diego?
I don't know.
I believe that L.A. has the Rams now.
Ah,
Yeah.
I haven't watched football in like 5 years. I forget. I loved it too.
I love football, and
they always changed like town. Like cities.
my Giants were getting so blown out of the water that they decided to put in the backup QB,
Oh damn.
and that didn't do shit.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna write down.
You don't have to write down the Giants.
That's all right.
I don't need them. I don't need them contacting me.
Do you know? Have you ever been to Krispy Kreme?
Yes.
They have a limited edition Ghostbusters donut pack now. But I don't know where that Krispy Kreme around here is.
I don't know honestly.
Sean?
Where there would be a Krispy. You're asking
No idea.
Sean about.
Sean, where's their Krispy Kreme?
I don't know. What's
You're
that?
asking poor Sean about Krispy.
I think just
Kreme?
for you know for like the season.
Here's my thing with that, right?
Ghostbusters.
Because I saw the pictures of the donuts, right, with all this frosting.
Mhm.
My issue is
Right.
that,
Can't say.
and I was in South Carolina. It might have been on my honeymoon,
Okay.
but we had Krispy Kreme because
ya?
I was like, oh, I want to try Krispy Kreme, and they're open like all night.
Nice.
So we got, and I found them to be very, very sweet.
Really.
Yeah, like sweet. So when I saw the pictures of the donuts with all this frosting and stuff on it, I was
Sugar
like,
overload.
oh, that's gonna
Diabetic coma.
You're gonna need to brush your teeth after that. Like Jesus.
Yeah. I was like, oh.
None around here. No. Oh, there used to be one in Mohegan Sun.
Couple in Bronx, New York.
Oh, I'm not making that trip.
Rutherford, New Jersey.
Okay.
Okay. There's none in Massachusetts? I think I've been to one, like, but it's like in like Boston.
But I think
Oh,
there used to be one many, many years ago in the Peru.
New York, New York, New York, New York, New York, New York.
It's up to you,
Queens.
New York.
Another one in New York. Another one in New York. They're all in
How
New York.
about New Hampshire? Rhode Islanders.
They don't want to come up this way.
You don't like us.
But I want the Ghostbusters donuts.
I'm sorry. Let me.
Anyway,
Let's see what happens when I throw it. Crispy.
cream. While you're doing that, I'm gonna continue with my
Well, you-
with my
please do.
tale. All right.
Please do. Mohegan Sun. Mohegan Sun is the closest
Connecticut,
one.
yeah.
All right. That's Connecticut.
It is. So you can gamble and get yourself some donuts.
All right.
Get donuts with your winnings.
Donald J. Trump
Oh, fuck.
recently worked the drive-thru at McDonald's.
I saw.
What'd you think?
Was he looking for another career?
He's gonna call it Donald's.
Oh, that hang on, that deserves. There you go. That deserves that.
Yeah.
I
Wonderful people.
I
Wonderful.
I thought it was strange. I thought it was a
Right.
strange thing, a strange publicity stunt.
You're trying to prove, like, I guess she never really worked there.
She worked there in college. It's like when I went to college, I worked at Bradley's. You know, I'd love to see him work a retail job, just for 5 minutes. I'd like anybody to work a retail job. For
I'll
5
get
minutes.
you the manager. Excuse me.
You're fired.
Yeah.
Fake
'Cause
news. Fake news.
You really get a handle on the public in a retail job.
He was only there for like 10 minutes. He's like, get some fries. There
Yeah.
you go.
And he
Vote
scooped,
for me.
and he scooped them wrong. Sean, you would have been so mad with the amount of fries that were in that packet.
How about he would have called me Sayin too?
Order for Sayin. Wonderful people.
Sayin, how you doing? Here's your fries.
Oh, God. Here's your fries. Vote.
And then like,
Give
and
me a
then
free
after
pie.
that, he was talking about
Let's
Arnold
make
Palmer.
America
And,
great again.
oh, he had a giant wang.
That was so strange. That was so strange. And I deeply wanted to find the context of that. Because I was like, what is the connection in your brain that sits there and goes, I'm in the middle of doing this and I should be maybe talking about policy or whatever. But you know what? I'm going to throw all that out the window. And I'd like to tell you a little tale about the locker room and Arnold Palmer and the size of his golf club. I mean, I don't understand why.
It's
weird.
balls.
I don't understand why that was necessary, why it was relevant. But I don't understand many things in
less
this
than
world.
2 weeks and this will be over.
We're just beginning.
You never know. Let's see.
I don't know.
Switch gears here. Snoop Dogg
Oh, Lordy.
is searching for someone to play him in a biopic.
What about the guy from Straight Outta Compton? Wasn't there a guy who played him in Straight
Yes.
Outta Compton? Yeah, they had him in the thing.
I don't know.
Yes,
I thought he was a decent Snoop Dogg.
I didn't think he looked like him, but he sounded like him.
Yeah. That's all you need, really.
Right.
My goodness.
Yeah, but would you watch a Snoop Dogg biopic?
Oh, I love a good documentary.
You know what,
Yeah.
Sean? So do I. I usually go historical or something, but I do enjoy a good documentary.
Yeah.
Documentary? I think I just said that.
Documentary.
Documentary? Why not? Why not?
I don't know. We'll see.
I saw something on eBay today I'm going to bring up.
What'd you
Okay.
find on eBay?
Anybody interested in owning your own Batmobile from the 66 TV series?
Nope.
Someone in Pennsylvania is selling a replica that they have together.
And what a coincidence. Joe knows how much it'll take to ship a car. So,
From Minnesota to Massachusetts is $1,200.
that's not bad.
Just $1,200.
That's not bad. From
Give or
Minnesota?
take. Yeah, give or take.
So with this auction, the buyer is responsible for vehicle pickup and shipping.
Mm-hmm.
It's located in Wind Gap, Pennsylvania.
Wind Gap.
Deposit of $500 within 24 hours of the list closing. Immediate deposit required for buy it now. Full payment required within 7 days of listing close.
Yeah.
Now, is it the original car from the show or just a replica?
Replica.
Oh, okay. It's still pretty cool, though.
Yep.
They're making one out of Lego coming soon. I'm going to buy it.
It's up there with make an offer, and there's a buy it now.
Yeah.
And his price is $199,500 or best offer.
That's nothing.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But it's Batman.
Now, when you look at his
Keaton Batmobile.
when you look at his page, he says like you don't see it on here, but he has the original Bat logo on the doors, like for the doors. It's not on there. But he says he has them.
Okay, why would you not put him on the door
Now,
for your display? It'd probably sell quicker.
his description says, after reading the entire ad, and you have any questions, you can text or call Clint. His phone number's right here.
All right.
For your consideration is my absolutely beautiful showstopper 1966 Batman TV series Batmobile replica. This car is the first mold of George Barris's number 4 Batmobile from Gotham Roadsters, or also known as Batrost, in Long Island, New York.
Okay.
The donor car used was a 79 Lincoln Continental Coupe, and titled as such, it's equipped with a factory Lincoln drivetrain with a 400 V8 engine and automatic transmission. Car is simply spectacular. The black base / clear paint shines at any angle with incredible depth and gloss.
Then why sell it? Just keep it.
Divorce.
I need money. Alimony.
Yeah.
Black cars don't lie. It's better than most of the replicas you've seen out there. I have almost $20,000 in the recent paint job alone.
Mm-hmm.
Undercarriage is very nice, like the rest of the car. All painted shiny black. Appears to be original floors and trunk pan. No issues, surprises, holes, rust, bubbles, etc.
Surprises. There's no surprise. Eh?
I like that. No issues or surprises.
Can you shoot like a bat net out of it?
She rides, drives, and handles better than you would expect. Very tight and surprisingly comfortable, especially for a taller driver. Interior is finished off very nicely as well. Car is street legal, has the title, VIN number, and a Pennsylvania antique vehicle plate and classic registration. It has a lot of the TV show features like the bat scope, the bat phone, functioning lights and switches.
Nice.
And it has the working flashlight on the top. No, it does not have the flamethrower out the turbine.
Aw.
However, you may buy the kit for $300 online at Summit, Jennings, or even Amazon.
Hey.
The car also has power steering, power brakes with front disc, and function accurate gauges.
Nice.
This is the cheapest one available right now, by at least $50,000, and new builds are 2 to 3 years out and start at $300,000. Also, I have the door bat stickers. I will install those before the sale. Overall, it's a great opportunity to get behind the wheel and turn the key of investment, create a classic that's better than money in the bank.
Is it?
Chances like this don't come around often. To relive your childhood and own a piece of history. Use a promotional and write it off as a business expense. Rent it out for weddings or events.
There you go. Yeah.
You're only limited to your
Comic-Cons and
imagination.
shit.
In an uncertain world, invest in not only an asset you can see and touch, but one you can enjoy as well. And it says, thanks for viewing. If you have any questions, let me know. Call or text Clint.
Clint.
So like, where would you go to get a service? Like, I need an oil change. Oh, you gotta go to Gotham City for the freaking oil change. Like, what?
I encourage and welcome pre-purchase inspections. I will work with your inspector, appraiser, mechanic, etc. to make you feel comfortable with your purchase.
Aw.
Vehicle is sold as is, no warranties expired or implied. I have a clean, clear title for this vehicle. If you have less than 5 feedback, please email prior to bidding. Please ask any questions prior to bidding. Don't assume anything. This is a legal binding contract. If you are the winning bidder, you are obligated to complete the purchase.
Oh, Jesus.
You
He's
are
putting
not-
in all the fucking terms and
Yeah.
conditions.
It's covering his ass. You are not bidding on the opportunity to come and look at the vehicle and decide if you want to purchase the item. Also, please have all financing or funds in place prior to bidding.
Damn.
In other words, ask your wife first. $500 deposit due within 24 hours of auction close. Balance within 7 days of auction close. Please note, if you pay by a certified check, vehicle would not be released until funds have cleared in my bank institution, which typically takes 7 days. I am not Walmart. I do not accept returns within 30 days with a receipt. All sales are final and as is with no warranties.
Damn.
The fact he threw the thing about ask your wife means,
I love that part.
I mean, he's getting rid of it from a divorce. I guarantee
Or
it.
his wife is making him get rid of it.
Yeah.
Honey, it's a great investment.
Yeah.
I will assist with selling worldwide, but payment and arrangements are buyer's responsibility. I have used several shipping companies in the past and can recommend shippers to contract, or it can be arranged through eBay and their recommended carriers. I assume no responsibility to any shipping company. That is worked out between the buyer and the carrier.
Hmm.
For more info, contact Clint.
Oh, Clint.
Good luck, Clint.
610-763.
Don't say the number.
8277. He put it on his
I
his
know.
page.
What I'm saying. Like,
Call Clint.
It's Clint's fault.
Yeah.
I'm helping Clint out. I'm
moment of
sure,
silence for Clint.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure he's being pressured to get rid of this.
Did we have a winner last week?
We did not.
We did not.
And the movie was Sounds of the Lambs.
Oh.
Could have won 2 gift cards.
Yeah.
You missed out. So now it's worth 3.
I love it when
Sean has his own contest.
when the multiples
You
happen.
want to do that first?
Pusheen and I do.
No.
All right. So Sean's going to draw a name from this cauldron.
The cauldron.
Whatever name you draw, you get a $5 gift card to Dunkin' Donuts, courtesy of Sean.
Yeah.
You ready?
Oh, wait a minute.
Drum roll, please.
One of the coolest drum rolls we got.
The only one.
It's the only one we need.
Yeah.
Huh.
And the winner is, congratulations,
Joanna.
Joanna again.
No.
She won last week too. Congratulations.
Winning streak.
Now you have
Winning
2
streak.
gift cards. So, my gift card. My quote is worth 3 gift cards to Dunkin' Donuts. If you know the name of the movie, comment on the video. If you're correct, first to correct, you win.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty easy. All right, you ready?
His gift card's worth 3.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Hey, you girls watch out for those weirdos. We are the weirdos, mister.
Oh, jeez.
Comment below.
I don't know what that is. But I am concerned. So thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next time. Before I send it down the table, here's your fun fact of the week. Charlie Brown repeats the line, "I got a rock." In the 1966 special, It's the Great Pumpkin of Charlie Brown. This caused an overwhelming viewer response, leading to bags and boxes of candy being sent to creator Charles Schultz just for Charlie Brown.
Aww. Have a great weekend. Happy Halloween. Twinkle, twinkle, baby.
Happy Halloween. Have a good everything. And don't forget. Peace.
All right. That's delayed.